In the lesson 5.2 example, How Many Passengers for Pete's Jeeps, we'll review how to display a probability distribution. Pete's Jeep Tours offers a popular half-day trip in a tourist area. There must be at least 2 passengers for the trip to run, and the vehicle will hold up to 6 passengers. Suppose Pete charges $150 per passenger. Let's let C equal the total amount of money that Pete collects on a randomly selected trip. The probability of this random variable C is given in the table below. We're going to make a histogram of the probability distribution and then describe its shape. So notice in our probability distribution we have the total amount collected for our variable C, which could be anything from $300 to $900. Since Pete requires at least 2 passengers and each must pay $150, we have a minimum amount of $300, and the maximum of 6 passengers would generate $900 for Pete. The probability of each of those possible outcomes is given below each of the outcomes. Now, to make a probability distribution or to display it, we want to remember 2 things. First, we want to ensure that the values of the variable go on the horizontal axis, and then the probabilities go on the vertical axis. Also, we want to make sure we properly label and scale each axis. So, because our variable is money collected, we'll label the horizontal axis with that. Vertical will be probability. We see that our probabilities run anywhere from about 0.05 up to 0.35, so we'll scale appropriately, going from 0.0 up to 0.4. And the money ranges from $300 to $900, but we'll start at 0 and go up by $150 on each of our tick marks. Then, to do the histogram, we'll place a bar above each of the possible outcomes with a height corresponding to the probability. So for example, the total amount 300 had a probability of 0.15, so the bar above 300 will have a height of 0.15. 450 has a height of 0.25, and so on. So we have 5 outcomes, 5 bars in our histogram. Now the graph is roughly symmetric, as we can see, and it has a single peak right around $600. For some additional practice displaying a probability distribution, try exercise 1.